Hey everyone, welcome to Second Sight Tarot, a branch of wellness. I am doing something a little different for the month of July 2021. I'm going to be doing a collective for all signs. I apologize for not doing all signs this month. It's been a really crazy month and I didn't want to do things just half-assed, so I'm doing collective, and then I will probably do a full moon and new moon and maybe something in between. I'm just going to try something different this month that fits for my schedule so I don't overexert myself. So I apologize for those who are looking forward to this, but hopefully this resonates with you. So please remember that it is a general reading for all signs, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. I've already meditated on the cards, and we'll get started. I'm going to be pulling some oracle cards and tarot. I started using the Tarot of the Abyss. I love this deck. Scorched Earth posted it, and then I started noticing like a couple other people posting these cards. I think they're beautiful and they really resonate with me. So thanks, Scorched Earth, if you're watching. Anyway, so I really love them. So I pulled a couple cards already when I was meditating, and I'm going to pull some more, and then we'll get started on the reading. Just give me 1 second. Whoa, that one went flying, and it's the moon. Really interesting. I'm going to pull one more. At the bottom of the deck, you have flow. See where it takes you. So maybe releasing some, expectations about things and or trying to control situations. Maybe just kind of going with the flow of the way that this month is going to be moving into. It's still June while I'm doing this, but July seems to be an interesting month for the collective, just from some of the cards that I was pulling and meditation wise. I think there's like a lot of change, but it's like really deep-seated stuff. It's kind of connecting the conscious with the subconscious and really going in deep and seeing and being discerning, and it's a very interesting energy. So we'll get into it as we go along. And seeing where some of the deficiency and excessive energies are within that for the month of July. So, whoa, I'm gonna take it. Ooh, interesting. I like this energy. Well, it's a nice balance, I should say. Bottom of the deck, pleasure, which seems to be the advice here at the end of moving out of this is just having some more fun, enjoying yourself, lightening up the load, not being so serious. Seems to be a common pattern here. And also having some patience with things coming in. Nines are all about finding this inner wisdom, really being responsible, taking responsibility for your actions and for your thoughts, forgiveness, really learning lessons and being patient with yourself through a time of deep-seated change and shifting and peeling the onion, and I feel like a lot of people that I'm surrounded with, number one, and it's interesting because they're both nines. These are both nines. So that is exactly what I just said for both of these, which is really interesting. It's about having fun, but being patient with all these things, all of these seeds that you've been planting. And just kind of freeing this energy so you can allow something new, all of these things that you've been wanting to manifest, you can now make room for them. You have to let go of something that's not serving you anymore in order to make room for something else, right? So both of them are nines, really interesting. You know, you're definitely deepening your inner wisdom here about where you want to go, what you want to do, what the meaning of life. You know, there's just so much here to learn. But it's about setting free, but also being patient with the journey, and like being patient with the destination, and really honoring the journey of this and having this freedom. I can definitely resonate with this, and this is a collective reading, so it is for me as well. Interesting stuff here. So, and this is and then wisdom is the underlining as well. You know, really seeking wisdom or going inward. Really trying to find answers to these deep-seated questions you've been wanting to answer. So this is the subconscious stuff, which totally makes sense. Okay, so overall essence of the reading here. You have the Five of Pentacles. I really love the depiction. Well, it's very similar to the original, but I feel like a sense of, maybe for some of us, there's a sense of financial loss, or just like this distraught feeling, kind of feeling, you know, sorry for our situations, or kind of feeling very, very down, and not, you know, this in general, this is about like financial loss, okay? And hardship. Sometimes it could be like literally having illness, or like, you know, dis-ease in the body. So this card like automatically says, pay attention to your health, pay attention to your physical being, make sure that you're nurturing yourself, spending time. This is not the first card that I see in this deck that says that. So this is a time now of really taking care of yourself, showing up for yourself, nurturing yourself, not putting yourself last. And also this can be reflection of the mind too. This is not only, you know, what's going on the physical, but, you know, what I'm seeing here is more like mental stuff, like not a woe is me kind of energy, maybe for some, but just being so stuck in this fear base of after like the last year and a half, and really realizing like I just have to change my mindset here and see that there are other opportunities, like the person there having the door open, and these people I feel like at a loss, like there is an opportunity to help you get through this. And right now, maybe because of this hardship, or this loss of sense of self, or whatever the situation might be for you, there's a way out, or there's help for it to not be alone during this time. So it's a matter of like getting out of this perception of like everything sucks so bad. Or I can't, how am I going to get out of this situation, especially if it's finances, or like being really ill for some, or even just finding discomfort in your body because of the fear and the anxiety and all that stuff, and just like the depression and all that kind of stuff kind of weighing down, and your body actually starting to feel and manifest things because of that type of feeling, you know, the mindset. So it's just asking you to really nurture yourself, take your time, and like really, really step in and take care of your physical health, starting to eat better, starting to think better, starting to like turn off the news, get out there, have a little bit more fun, you know, realize that there is help if you need it. That's the overall energy here. And the Chariot, which is in the reverse. So I'll show you this in the regular upright. This is about something that that's holding you back from like having success in because it's in the reversal. Something might be holding you back from having success in a project, or, you know, in your life, or physically moving somewhere. Maybe there's like things going on right now, like maybe you're moving or selling your house, and it's just like becoming a pain in the ass, or it's not selling, or there's some kind of stagnation there, and or procrastination. So this card in the reversal, and even upright, if I had it upright, would be just asking you to stop procrastinating and taking action in any way possible to get these things moving, you know. For some of you, it might not, you've already said, like, you know, you probably are like, I've been doing everything I can and nothing's moving. But maybe it's the mindset there. If not, it's about having patience, you know, from the cards that we saw under there. It's like you've done it. If you've done everything and, you know, you're kind of just sitting back because there's nothing else you can do, then it's a matter of riding it out, having some fun in the meantime, and having the patience to sit it out and wait, you know, if that's you. If not, it's time to take, if you're procrastinating, it's time to get off your butt and, you know, just taking baby steps. Doesn't have to be this grand, like, entrance of some, you know, like this big thing of transformation or action, but just taking baby steps to really get this energy moving. It wants to move. It's ready to move, you know, and these are cards that are together. So this procrastination and this lack of movement here from the reversal may be caused from the Five of Pentacles here of what we just spoke about, you know. So it's a matter of getting out of that mindset of hardship and kind of flipping it somehow. You know, fake it till you make it. Tell your mind, tell the universe that you're good, if it's possible. I'm not saying all cases will be that way, but it's just inviting you to maybe look at that a little bit and see kind of where there's some stagnation or some deficiency or something that that's holding you back from really moving forward on something that you really want to manifest. So in the current situation or true issue, you have gratitude, appreciate present blessings. This is about being present and being patient, not looking ahead, not having fear, like really coming into present and seeing, like, especially if you're down right now and feeling this Five of Pentacles energy, maybe asking to, like, really respecting and honoring the things that you do have, like really looking at your house and just being appreciative of what you have, you know, just like, I know this is not my ideal, but this is where I am and you've been good to me, or, you know, like just finding appreciation in the little things. You know, whatever it takes to kind of get you into that spirit of feeling higher vibration, you know, getting into that higher vibration state. It might take a while, but just baby steps. Just feeling gratitude for what you have and the people around you, or something in your life that you can be grateful for, will kind of bring you out of this state of Five of Pentacles energy and bring you a step above that and see the bigger picture a little bit better, or a little bit more, or a little bit clearer. To actually start to make some moves to make your life a little bit easier and a little bit lighter, to have some more fun this summer, or depending on wherever you are in the world. But you also have the masculine energy, which is also a 6, and you know, 6s could also be a representation of romance, or somebody coming in. Possibly this could be somebody coming in for some of you. But this is also like having compassion, having this deep emotional connection to yourself or to someone else. But this is also, masculine energy is also more mind driven and not so much heart driven. It's more of like action, just I'm going to get it. Like it could be intuition and it could be passion, right? But it's more of like an action, fiery action. It's movement. So this could be somebody coming in for some of you, and or this is how you're feeling about yourself or your situation, or something that you're really passionate about. It's lit a fire under your butt, and now you're like, you know, wanting to manifest stuff and wanting to get things going and you know, bringing things to fruition. You have the Power card. I mean, these are two really powerful masculine, like confident energies that I'm getting here. So the Power card is really standing in your power, manifesting the things that you want. It's also a 7, which is like something that's being renewed. Maybe you're finally coming into your power now, and you're feeling renewed and more like connected to yourself, connecting to your inner wisdom, your deep knowing of something inside of you. You know, I said intuition, but there's like, you're finally knowing like this deep inner knowing of something that has cracked open for you, like almost like a puzzle piece has been placed there to add to the life's puzzle of figuring out things and going deeper and going deeper and deeper. I was just reading, I forget the name of the book. It's a chakra book on the 7 chakras, but and I was reading the 6th chakra, and it was all about seeing and knowing, but it's also about holograms. I don't know. That's what connected with me. And it was about like seeing things, like if there's two beams of light hitting a plate, and I'm not the best at explaining things I read, but what I got from this is hitting two beams of light at this plate that now has a imprint of these two beams that actually look different when you're looking at them versus when you're looking at them from afar. If you're focusing in on one, it becomes one. Not the point. The point is, if this plate actually shattered in a million pieces, it wouldn't be like a piece of the beam here and a piece of the beam here. It would be one beam in each piece, meaning it's a small piece of the whole. So this is kind of what I'm getting from here. This is like this inner knowing it's not like you're collecting pieces of knowledge and wisdom and intuition and like aha moments. We all have the whole part of, like, one piece of the whole part. And sometimes it might look to us as if we were collecting puzzle pieces as we've had these enlightened moments, but we really are just tapping into something we already have the whole of. We're just not in the knowing of it, That's what I'm getting from this card. It's very deep, but that's kind of what's sitting with me here. So you're like, I feel like as a whole, as a human race, a lot of shit's happening in this world that really sucks. But at the same time, we've become enlightened. People are becoming enlightened and really starting to stand in their power, especially after the last year and a half. It could be in not so, like, more of I don't want to say negative and positive, but more in a deficient way or more in an excessive way. But overall, we've become enlightened by whatever's going on, and we're becoming more tapped into ourselves, and things are coming to the surface. You have the moon that came out here that we'll get into. Things are being shown to us. There's things that the unknown is being shown to us now. We are seeing things for the first time in the truth. We're seeing truth for the first time, as it is right now, and it might unfold even more. But it's a sense of like being assessing and being observant and being discerning about everything around you right now. But the truth is coming clear, and because you're standing in your power and you have this passion and drive to move forward, taking action. Standing in your power allows this not to be so scary when it does come up, and really holding a container, holding space for yourself, holding a very strong vessel for yourself will make it easier when things do come up that are scary to know, or whatever comes up in this world. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting here. And you have to save the best for last, you have the Magician, which is a 1, which is all about your intuition, motivation, finding truth, manifesting stuff, connecting with like a relationship between your conscious and unconscious. Like I said before, there's a sense of like really, it's like having the ability now, or seeing that you have the ability to will the things that you want to bring into manifestation now, because of this power you have, because of this fire and this passion that you really want something deeper, more meaningful, more connecting to soul and spirit. Doesn't mean religion, but for some it can. It's just about really connecting and finding who you truly are. Connecting to true source is true self. Really cracking open your own being and realizing like there is more to the picture than just being a human buying things. It's like deeper than that now. We've gotten past the bullshit for some of us, and or even a layer of it, and now it's like, no, I want more out of life. Like there's more to it than consumerism and all the other crap that we've been told is what life is about. It's all bullshit. It's an illusion. So now I think there's like this manifestation of like, I want more. I want to go deeper and really, really see what life has to offer for me, as knowing I am a soul having a human experience. There's something different now than before. So that's what I'm getting from this energy. I'm going to stick with that because I feel very confident in, like, that's exactly what I'm connecting with here. So this is how you can flow or move through this through intellect and communication, like really communicating this out, verbalizing this, and how you process things in the mind. Okay, Really being discerning. I had mentioned this before. It's a 9 again. Really, like, you know, it's finding this inner wisdom, having this, like, really taking responsibility for your own life and seeing things as they are from your perspective, not someone that has given it to you. You know, really seeing things for who you are, for what they are. You know, maybe forgiving things. Kind of, it's almost like you're the forgiver, and you're taking kind of ownership on things now because you're seeing things in a very confident way, saying like, no, I'm seeing things as they are, and I'm not going to see them the way other people see them anymore. This is my stuff, you know, and you're really being discerning and taking responsibility for this inner wisdom that has been ignited, you know. Setting intentions. This is also kind of like the manifestation of the magician, you know. Plant seeds and watch them grow. I said that when we started. You know, you have to let go of some of the fear and some of the burdens that we carry in order to make room for new things to grow. You know, when we're holding on too tight to things of old patterns that don't even serve us anymore, we don't make space. Like the universe doesn't have, we're only so much of a capsule, right? And if the universe is trying to give us stuff, but we're full and we just don't have the energy to even see what's coming in, we can't take in any new energy. So releasing some of the stuff, some of the burdens that no longer serve us, will really allow something new to come in, new energies to come in, new knowledge, new information, new pathways, all these cool new things, new seeds, new opportunities, new projects, new jobs, new, like, whatever this means to you, of things that you've planted over the last year or whatever. You know, July is asking you, this is for the month of July, is asking you to at least observe this stuff. It's not going to all come to fruition for most of us, but just observe, start to like assess things, start to look at things through a magnifying glass and really being discerning about what you're seeing and knowing that what you're seeing is your truth and believing in that. So, and then you also have the Ten of Swords, but this is the alternative card, which I love this deck because it has alternative stuff. And I had to write this one down because I don't know the alternative. Let me see where it is here. Where's my stuff? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm going to hold this up and read. In a positive way, this increases the mental power and knowledge. So this is like the Ten of Swords, which is all about realizing, contemplation, that kind of stuff. The mental progression, going full circle. You know, that's all Ten of Swords. But in this new deck, or the alternative card, this is literally about like looking at that in a positive way. It's not like you're just going in circles constantly, you know, with the Ten of Swords or finding completion. This is really completing something mentally. Your progression mentally has completed, but you've elevated this of all positive things out of that situation, whatever the situation is. So now it's like a matter of articulating this in a very positive way, saying like, I have, you know, it's come full circle, but I've carried so much with this, so much knowledge and knowing now, kind of what I was just saying here. And you've gained like all of this amazing wisdom. This guy's holding, like looking in the eyes of an owl. It's cool. So it's like seeing wisdom, seeing knowledge, seeing the knowing right in your face, like clearly, as clear as day. And this is very similar to the assessment card. It's like looking at things clearly, closely, observing, assessing, knowing that you have the inner wisdom and knowledge. You can read books and take courses and all that, but and that might help you unlock the things you already have inside you. You already have this stuff inside of you. You already have the whole. It's a matter of finding puzzle pieces maybe to connect the dots to understanding it more. Interesting stuff. I'll pull one more for that. Transformation and outsider, which is the 5. Interesting. Success. Yeah, I do think that if you can acknowledge the fact that that's where you are right now and start articulating this in a very positive way, you will have success moving forward with this mindset of really, of like manifesting anything that you want and being clear about it, talking to the universe, starting to manifest things and cracking open this spiritual consciousness that you've been looking for those who you are looking for that, or just finding clarity in situations. If this is just about how to communicate with someone or this new person, or, I'm going a little deeper than that because I'm not looking for a person, but, and some of you might not be, or even enhancing the relationship that you already have on a very, very deep level and having success with that, really cracking each other open to go deeper in that relationship. It's fine. So the outsider, this is also just a reminder. This is a lot of change, but this is also a reminder of not feeling trapped, not feeling like that you can't get out. Like this is about perspective, really thinking that you're trapped and you can't, and you're like imprisoned, but you're not. The lock is unlocked. It's your choice to feel that you can free yourself from this. And I thought another card was like that, the way we talked about it, but I can't remember offhand. Maybe the Five of Pentacles, and they're actually, that's what it is. So it's a matter of really like changing your mindset here. It's about, sorry, the air kicked on. I hope that's not really going to affect you hearing me. I'm going to turn it up. It's a little warm, but I can't have the air on. So that's interesting that came up, because it is about keeping your perspective and knowing that you are not in prison, that you have the capability and the wherewithal to open up the lock and walk out. You are not alone. You might feel alone. This might be a little bit of loneliness in this transformation, and that's all normal stuff to feel when you're transforming, because the people that you've had in your life in that situation or whatever know you as that thing, right? And then when you start to realize like that's not where I want to be anymore, I'm stepping up a stone here, you feel like you're an outsider now, because that has been comfortable and now it's not, and people have been comfortable and now it's not. So this is just asking you, don't imprison yourself. Keep your mind open and know that you can change anything that you want to change. It's up to you. You're not trapped in it. And there's a lot of transformation happening. And there is an enlightenment. This is a beautiful card for that, because it is about enlightenment here. And setting your intentions of where you want to go, and be really discerning and assessing the situation. Seeing things clearly, knowing you have your inner wisdom to transform or have this transformation. You have this all inside of you already. In the emotions and how you can either connect with this emotion and or release an emotion, you have self-love, which is a 6. And this is also about, this could be romantic love. Again, where is it? This card. This is self-love. This is someone, or self-love. They can both be self-love. But interesting. This is in the emotions position. So this could be definitely self-love for you. This would also be a deep emotional connection, looking at yourself in a very different way, looking at your emotions in a deeper way, realizing that you do have qualities that you really like about yourself, or even it's inviting you to look at these qualities and realize, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you do have these amazing gifts, and you're supposed to be right where you are, and it's a learning curve. So just giving yourself a little extra love and attention in a time right now is really like having some compassion for yourself is very important, and emotionally, and it is a lot of hard work. It's commitment and perseverance, and really working super hard and determined, and this is unconditional love right here for yourself. And it is a lot of work. It is hard work here, especially dealing with emotions and having them come up and peeling the onion. It's about having a real commitment to do so and sticking with it, and asking for a tribe. If you need help and support for this, bees work together in a hive. They don't work alone. So, ask for help if you need help dealing with this, but really be discerning on what you're hearing, making sure, assess the situation to make sure that it is benefiting you for your higher vibration, that's where you're going to go. You have the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands are burdens. These are, like the 5 of Pentacles here, the Chariot and the reversal. There was a couple the 10 of Swords is the inner wisdom, but the original card is a little bit, I think this is a lot of burdens from life, like feeling the weight of the heaviness of your responsibility emotionally. You know, it might be your commitments, or you've overextended yourself a little bit. This also can mean kind of just from life, you know, all of the things that we've kind of brought in, like old habits, old patterns, old memories, old trauma, like all these things that we kind of, that are heavy on the shoulders. This is kind of inviting you to nurture yourself a little bit, give yourself a little bit of extra love, realize that it's okay. You know, it's okay to nurture yourself. It's okay to go inward and do these things. It's important to take the time to take care of yourself so you don't get ill. You know, I feel like it was the Five Pentacles. I keep going to the Five Pentacles because it's kind of interweaving itself through every single section here. But this is about taking physical health seriously, you know, and this is as well. So there is a sense of overworking, overstress, over anxiety, over being very depressed, feeling like the weight of the world right now. This is all normal stuff because of what's going on. And just, this is basically, this whole reading is saying, like, nurture yourself, take some time to take care of yourself, meditate, go for walks, get a massage, go get some energy work, take a bath, an Epsom salt bath. Like, just give yourself some space to not care about anything and just love you, be you, do you, care, nurture yourself, but be compassionate, you know, for yourself at this time. So I'm going to pull one like that. Maturity. I do think this is a sense of like really being like an adult, or being mature in the way that you're looking at things now. You know, being responsible, holding responsibility for your enlightenment and for your growth and for your healing and nurturing. This is not about somebody else doing this for you. It's for you doing it for you. This hard work is yours. This burden is yours. This self-love is yours. It's not someone else's. You can get helped with a tribe, can help you kind of guide your way, but it's you doing the work. So this is just showing like there is a maturity here, of energy here, of the standing in your power, really taking ownership for your healing and for the things that you're seeing, being discerning, saying, I'm not doing that anymore the way you're doing it. I'm doing it my way. Take your responsibility, you know, and nurturing yourself the way you need to, and releasing some of those burdens, especially if it's not yours. You already have enough to do on your own. Doesn't have to be other people's burdens too. And I know some people take care of their family, their parents, and I get all that, but you could still hold space for somebody, but not carry it physically on the being, because that you're going to get sick. You know, it's like, you have to take care of yourself. You can't help and support and hold space for somebody if you're not strong and standing in your power. So just remember that it's not a selfish thing to go inward and do some self-love. It's important, especially nowadays. It's really important to take care of our health and stand in our power so that we can hold space for other people. You know, my partner and I, we do Reiki sessions. We teach Reiki. We do lots of body work, and I have to constantly hold space for myself in order to stay strong enough to be doing this for 23 years. It's a lot of work to hold space for other people. You're not doing the work for them. They're creating their own healing. You're just being a vessel, but it takes energy to be a vessel. So these burdens, you know, like, and holding space, and you need to be strong and hold space for yourself first. Then you can help other people. Sorry, I'm going to go. I feel like somebody needs to hear that, so I think that's why it keeps, like, I'm keeping that going. But in the how you can move through this, you have the moon. So the moon is like the unknown, things being revealed, connecting with your intuition, truth being revealed. I forget the number of I think it's an 18, which is a 9, which is another 9. We've had tons of 9s in this reading, and 9s are all about wisdom, responsibility, serving humanity, like learning your earthly lessons, seeing truth, in all of this. Forgiveness, letting go of fear is a big one here. More so than anything, because you also have the extremes energy, which is keeping you up at night, anxiety, depression, fear. So that's why this is really important that these two are going together, because it is a lot of fear-based, especially nowadays. So it's understood. I have to hold space for myself as well with this, because it is a lot, not knowing about what's going on and not being told the truth. There is a lot of fear of what's happening next. So, and what has happened over the last year and a half, it's scary. So, releasing that fear, really connecting to your intuition here, really listening to the messages coming in, the truth coming in, things being revealed, truth being revealed, really paying attention to this stuff. The extremes is also a 7, which is all about renewal. It's all about intuition. It's all about like inner wisdom, deeper wisdom. We have a lot of 7s and 9s in this, and 6s in here. 6s, and then 5s with lots of change, 10. So it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot of shifting. We have the 3 of Cups, celebration time. So this is asking, maybe the way to get rid of some of this fear is just have a little bit more fun to take the place of that, like fill the cup of that. Instead of filling your cup with fear and anxiety and all of these things, really fill your cup and share it with others of fun, enjoyment, love, compassion, getting together with friends, social gatherings, taking time to enjoy yourself. Really, really, really important, especially with the self-love. This is a lot of work, very heavy stuff, very amazing stuff, but it's a lot of honing in and being very detailed about what's going on. So have some fun. We need this as a collective to have a little bit more fun and stop being so like judgy and like harsh. It's like, I just feel like this harshness needs to come up. Projection, that's interesting. And trust. I'm all about traveling and trust. This is about trust here. Trusting your own self. Trusting what is the truth coming out. Really trusting in that. Really being discerning and trust. I love that came up. And projection, which is also another 7. We have tons of 7s here. This is all about renewal and intuition and deep like knowing and inner wisdom. So I love this card because projection is like what we perceive other people to be and their energies that they're letting out. So there's 2 faces, and then there's like the projection of what we think is going on or what we see. This guy's kind of smiling and he looks angry. She's looking angry and her projection is smiling. So it's kind of being discerning and really seeing people for who they are, not for what they're projecting. Like even caring enough to ask, like, how are you really feeling today? How do you really feel about this? Where are you right now in your space? Instead of assuming by what they're projecting, just hold space and ask, like, are you okay? Why do you feel this way? Instead of saying like, why are you talking to me like that? Or how we always do that. Just being a little bit more nurturing and holding space for somebody that doesn't even realize that they're in that space sometimes, or they don't know how to get out of it, or they're just in that space and they just need nourishment, whether it's a hug or food or whatever. So it's a matter of really looking at things for what they are, seeing the truth in this, especially with people and the information coming in. I can't believe it's a 7. We have 2 7s there. And a 3 is all about creativity, finding interesting, new, innovative ways to have fun, going out there and really putting in the work to have some fun with friends. And I see like old friends too, like people that make you feel home. It could be just a bunch of people going out and getting trashed. Fine, you want to do that, fine. I don't promote that. I'm not saying to go do that, but it's a matter of like, I don't know, just going with your tribe. I feel like this is more like tribe-esque. This is more nurturing of like older friends, people who make you feel home and that you can be yourself with, and just lighten the load a little bit. So I'm going to pull a self-care card if I have them anywhere. I don't know where they are. Where are they? Oh, here they are. I'm going to pull a self-care card for the collective. I'm going to pull a couple since there's a lot of people. It's not just a sign. cards for the collective for July 2021. Ooh. I think that's enough. You can pick that one up on the floor. All right. Look to the stars. Rest. Rest is a big one in all of this, especially. Let's see. Journal. Dream journal. Journal about what's going on. Journal about how, like, maybe doing a list of like things that you're holding on to and seeing, can I let go of this one? You know, do I really need this energy still? Like, kind of being discerning and really examining about what you're still holding on to. So that's a good one. And or dream journal. Health checkup. It's interesting. This doesn't always come out, but I really see that. I mean, we've talked about health and physical health a lot in this reading. So for some of you, maybe getting a physical checkup might be beneficial. Just putting it out there for me as well. Energy work. We said this. Getting some body work. Flow like water. Didn't we just say go with the flow in the very beginning of this reading? Is it at the bottom of this card? Go with the flow. Flow like water. It's going with the flow. So I think that was interesting. And connect with fire. I see this with the Three of Cups. Bonfire, you know, something to drink. I'm not saying it's alcohol, just something to drink. Iced tea. And just loosen up. And this fire energy can very be much the masculine energy. And, you know, connecting with your passion, with your stuff, like your gut fire. Could be like intuition, but this also can mean just be your passions. Like, you know, where are you right now with like the things that you really want to take action? This is about taking action. So you connecting with fire is meaning action and passion too, about turning this chariot upright. So you can actually move forward with moving, if you're moving or selling a house or whatever you're doing, things can start to move forward for you a little bit. Collective. Again, I'm sorry for not doing the 12. I didn't want to rush through them and then just have them be half-assed, so I decided to do this. I hope it resonated with you. I would like to put out a full moon and a new moon or something cool in between. I will think of something, but I hope this resonated with you. If you would like to like and subscribe, I would really appreciate the support. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, get some rest, have some fun, and take care of your physical being in the month of July, and I'll see you soon.